Black Tinkerbell by Chocolat, and that was a cute song.
Thank you.
That's our new song, guys. Show them a lot of love and support. And you're listening to the second hour of Music Access with me, Aaron of New East.
Chocolat's Tia and Lori.
Yes. Sharing the strange and weird happenings of our Music Access family with Fun Fun Mon.
Yay!
And like we just said, we have Tia and Lori here in the studio. And we'll be talking about some of the weird stories from around the world now for the world's most bizarre. And let's take turns reading the news stories.
Okay.
Tia, you can go first.
Okay, fresh bread. If we only smelled that good. Well, if you attended London Fashion Week, you can. For London Fashion Week, the Federation of Bakers offered a limited edition scent called Eau de Toast to challenge the fashion for bread-free diets and to remind women who skip breakfast just what they're missing out on. Sample bottles of perfume were offered online but now have sold out.
Wow. That's like a perfume that smells like bread?
I think if you get that, you gain weight a little bit. I'm a big bread person.
Right.
So,
I love bread too. I love garlic bread actually. I love croissants too.
I had garlic bread this morning.
Ooh. But that's very interesting. Fresh bread perfume. I've never heard of that before, but
Me too.
If you guys are into that, you guys can buy it. Alright, next we have Lori.
Okay. If only all unwelcome bar guests were this obliging. A black bear walked into the bar at the Alaskan Hotel in downtown Juneau, freaking out the bartender who yelled, "No, bear, get out! No, you can't be in here." The bear complied, leaving the bar within seconds.
So bear came into a hotel in the bar. That's weird.
Wow.
Do they have bears where you guys live in ST and TC?
I don't think so. I haven't actually lived that long.
Oh.
It was mainly, I was born there and then mainly just
when you were
going
younger.
vacation back and forth.
Okay.
So I don't think so though. Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm not sure either, because I go on vacations as well instead. So
I've never seen a bear in LA, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think you go to
not in LA.
I know California, the flag though, it's like a bear on the flag, but I've never seen a bear in LA, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
but,
I know, right?
That's cool. Thank you for the news. I don't know who wrote this news, but and I'll read the next one. In Zimbabwe, if there's a monster hiding under your bed, it may just be an 8-foot crocodile.
Ooh.
A guy named Guy Whittle, I think, recently discovered as much when he heard a maid scream from his room at the Humani Ranch. Is that right?
I think
Humani?
so. Humani?
Not Humani Ranch. One morning, the 40-year-old had managed to sleep the entire night without noticing there was a crocodile under his bed.
Oh, wow.
After the uninvited guest was exposed, animal control workers were called and a team roped and dragged the estimated 330-pound creature back to the wild.
Oh,
Wow. Have you guys ever had a similar experience like this, just something in your bed and you guys didn't know?
No, actually. But there was one where, you know how Japan has these weird, raccoons?
Right.
They look really... I had no idea what that was the first time, and when I lived in Japan, it was out in my backyard.
Oh.
So I was like, what is that?
Right.
It looks like a raccoon, but then again, it looks like some big rat or something.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, wow.
For me too, I went camping a few years ago with my church on a retreat.
Yeah.
And I think in one of the cabins, we caught it before we went to bed, but there was a snake under one of the bunk beds, which is kind of weird because I was gonna sleep on that bed and I was just like, oh, that was close.
Was it a big one or?
I think it was a good size, maybe 5 feet long. Oh no, it was just, I hate snakes, so it was disgusting. What about you, Lori? Have you ever had a wild encounter with an animal?
No, and I am so glad.
Well, guys, it's time for us to pick the best story from the 3 sent in to us by our listeners. And we talked about it during the song break.
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure about our decision?
Yes. Very sure.
All right, guys. On 3, why don't you guys shout out the name of today's winner? That was tongue tying. 1, 2, 3.
Nelly from the USA.
Woo! Congrats to Nelly from the USA.
Woo!
We really found your story about hitting on the guy. It was kind of funny and stuff.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And what's our present for this week's Best Strange Story winner, Nelly?
Okay, well, it's a Chocolat CD.
Signed by us, Tia and Lori.
Wow! Woo! Congrats to Nelly for that.
Woo!
I guess we'll be sending it through mail?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. All right. Well, guys, it was your first day today here on MA. How did you like it?
I had a great time.
You had a great time. What about you, Lori?
I absolutely loved it.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Of
a lot
course,
fun.
of course. I always have fun when I get to speak English because I don't get to use English that very often these
Yeah.
days.
All right, of course. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you guys in the future again next week. And I had a great time as well. And we actually have one more message right now. It's
Yeah?
from Kim Naki from the Philippines. I'll read it out. Kim Naki wrote, "Hi, Aaron. It's my birthday today. Can you sing me a birthday song? I'd love that. Also with Tia and Lori. Aha. All right, so why don't we sing a traditional happy birthday song?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kim Naki. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kim Naki. I hope you enjoyed the birthday song from me, Tia, and Lori.
Yes.
And I think we'll have more funny and bizarre stories waiting for us next week. And do you guys have any final words you want to say to our listeners before you guys go out?
Okay, since it's Lori's first time, I'll give it to Lori.
Oh, Lori's like nervous right now.
I am. Thank you all for listening to this, and I hope that more of you will come and more of you will listen every single Monday, and we'll have so much fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you guys for coming in and sending Tia and Lori out. Here's a song. Here is All Around the World by Nelly featuring Trey Songz. Bye, guys.
Bye.